Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Rees and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. I'm going to do this a little differently than my previous videos. I may start doing it like this moving forward, but I just received some new Oracle decks, yay, and I went ahead and started with this certain deck, okay? So I'm still going to I pre-shuffled the Oracle deck. I'm still going to shuffle the tarot and go as we are on camera. However, I did want to start with the Oracle and I wanted to pre-shuffle prior to so I could get the energy and just relay that message before I go ahead and tap into these, which would be more so, I guess, confirmation cards or just detailed information about what it is that's up here. So, okay, what we have so far is neglect, heads up, and mourning. Neglect, heads up, and mourning. Not mourning in the time of day, mourning as type of like grief, sorrow. So what this is letting me know is they're giving you a warning. This is some type of warning that there's something that you're ignoring in your life, clearly neglecting, and you're going to be super sorry for it later on if you don't do something about it now. So this is a warning, which means you still have the opportunity to do something about it. And what we don't want to do is ignore that. The very last thing you want to do is ignore your intuition. Because not only are you walking yourself right into what they're trying to warn you from, but also you're telling your intuition that it's not important enough to listen to. So the voice that's usually so loud is going to get quieter and quieter and eventually become non-existent because you failed to follow through. But with this neglect and heads up, and okay, well, this wanted to come out. Give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and pull the clarifiers with this deck and then probably some more with the other. But with this neglect and heads up, it's something within. It's something within. Has to do with self. It's not necessarily work. It's not necessarily work. This has to do, because there's a child on here and something's telling me like inner child. So it's something that your inner child is, ooh, I just got a message. Okay, so it's something that your inner child used to cling to, connect you when you were a child, whatever this was. It made you feel alive. It made you want to think about this when you became an adult. Like, I wonder what it's going to be like when I'm able to make the choices that I want to make myself, when I have that freedom to go ahead and dive into what it is that's making you feel alive. But what I just got is, if you don't use it, you lose it. So you've neglected it so much that if you don't tap into this, it just might be gone forever. Oof. Page of Wands, Page, and a Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, but this is giving me Six of Cups vibes. Six of Cups is a card of the past, childhood stuff. Too many cards, I'm gonna put that back. Childhood stuff and things of that nature. But with the Six of Pentacles, it's kind of like a give and take. And I'm getting that in that sense, a give and take on life. It's like you get what you give. And like I said, if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you haven't been tapping into this, what do you expect is going to happen? It's going to eventually evaporate and disappear. It's going to be gone forever. You don't want to do that. So with this Page of Wands, they're saying explore. You still have the opportunity to tap back into this. Explore, even if it does feel a little dusty at first, because it's been so long that you've tapped into this energy. It's okay, but you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be exploring these territories, tapping into this energy, XYZ. Okay? Nine of Cups. Actually, you're pretty good at it. Whatever it is, you're really good at it. Like, you have years of experience. You got receipts under your belt, even if it's not something that you went public with or professional with, even if it's something that you've just worked on in the comfort of your home where no one else saw it, or only a couple of people know that you have this skill or talent or whatever. You have receipts to show that you're not new to this, you're true to this. And it may feel weird, or at least new to you, because you haven't been doing it for so long. So like, yeah, when you get back into it, and this is you judging yourself. Yeah, when you get back into it, it may feel off. a little bit, because you're thinking about your potential and how well you can actually perform. So when you step back on the scene, you're like, yo, I could do way better than this. Like, this is trash. look how bad I've gotten over the years. Like, look how much time has passed that I've allowed to, like, cripple me a little bit. Like, I'm not as nice as I once was. I don't got the moves like I once had. But you do, though. With this 9 of Cups, you absolutely do. You're actually really, really good at it. And you have receipts to show that. There's evidence of that. The Sun, this, whatever it is, it makes you so happy. Yeah, this is definitely something in your childhood. I'm so surprised the 6 of Cups didn't come out. I'm probably going to see it in another deck. We're going to go ahead and get some more cards. But with this Sun card, it made you so happy. And it's in line with this Page of Wands. So the more that you keep going, the more that you keep exploring, the more that you keep trying, you're going to find that happiness again. You're going to be able to tap into it. Yeah, like, yo, this is literally, these cards up here are literally just the warning. Like, literally, the heads up and warning. This is dope because, like, I'm just now, I played with these cards before a little bit, maybe in a couple of reads. I only had it for a couple of days. But I didn't pull all the cards. I didn't even see all the cards. I kind of was just like, all right, let's see what comes out and go. There's a little book that comes with it, and I kind of read it, but even in the book, they're like, yo, don't read the book unless you're absolutely stuck. What comes out to you? So I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead. But the messages are super clear. I say all that to say, but these messages are super, super clear. And neglect and heads up, these are just warning cards. Because right here, here's the spark. Here's the silver lining a little bit. Like, you're not all the way doomed. You have been neglecting something, yes, but this is a warning that you have time to reverse this energy. Especially with this Sun card. Why am I this deck? For my little hands, I guess I gotta get a smaller deck or something. It wasn't as big. It was more compressed when I first got it, when it was super, super fresh, but I don't, I'll be putting my cards through. I be traveling with my cards, man. They've been everywhere with me. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, Death and 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. So, you tapping back into this energy just may be the catalyst that you need for a rebirth. The catalyst that you need for some type of spark, some type of oomph in your life. If things started feeling a little dull, I don't know if I have any middle-aged listeners, but it's kind of like midlife crisis type vibe, like you're reaching a point, and it's not all about age, it's not, but it's about a point in your life, and this usually so happens with middle-aged people. There's a science behind that, and I'm not going to go into that. Maybe one day I'll make a separate video, or maybe get a couple chicken, I don't know. Anyway, this has nothing to do with age. This is all about the point in your life that you're reaching. Like, sometimes it happens to people my age too. I'm in my 30s, but a lot of the times, people kind of just accept reality that they feel as if they're, I guess, I wouldn't know what to call it. It's just a period that they feel like they have to attack. Like, oh, I can only get successful within the time span of this, like this, in this time frame. Or I was supposed to have X amount of money by the time I was 25 and X amount of money by the time I was 30. That way, when I'm 50, people have life down to a science in that sense, to where they feel as if it doesn't go exactly how they planned, then they've already missed out. This was almost you, okay, with this neglect, heads up, and mourning. Like, you have something that was talking to you inside of you that was like, hey, maybe you should tap back into this again, but then something else was like talking you out of it and telling you, not letting you know, because this was totally false, but telling you that you're no longer in that space to be able to do that anymore. And that's totally wrong. That's completely wrong, okay? Whatever it is, if you keep at it, it's going to make you so, so happy, and you're going to quiet all those thoughts. You're going to shut your own self up. And this is going to be the catalyst with this Wheel of Fortune next to the Sun. Is going to be the very catalyst that you need to feel alive again. So like when you get to this point, it's kind of like something in you is dying out. And it is. That's your childhood. Like that's your childlike energy. That's your spark. That's your light. I was reading a book, And there's actually a specific word for it. It's a Greek word. It's called a daimon, but spelled D-A-I-M-O-N. And what that is basically when every child is born, they all have a specific daemon. This is a spiritual, where am I going with this? A spiritual reference, thank you. This is a spiritual reference, but the term daemon means that when you're here, you automatically have a purpose and you live everything that you do in life, everything that you experience. This all, what am I trying to say? It can't think of the word, but it there we go. Okay, it applies to your daemon. So you could incorporate all those things into your daemon. Okay, so what exactly it is we're supposed to be doing here in this realm, all of our experiences, everything that we do goes to that, and it's up to us whether we fulfill this or not, our duty for being here. There are people who are totally tapped in where they can clearly see, like, I know what my duty is, I know what my purpose is, and I'm going to go ahead and fulfill that. And those people who are so successful in fulfilling it or whatever, but there are some people who are just totally lost and they don't know what they're doing here. And a part of that is because you've lost the light. You've lost track of the daemon. Okay? That's where I was going with this. So like, there's this spark that we're born with, and it makes us feel so alive and so eager to grow up and go ahead and have that freedom to live out whatever this purpose is. But along the lines of whatever it is that we experience, sometimes those things dim our light, that we forget exactly what that is. And you were almost to that point, and they're trying to catch you before you reach that point, because you have something that you need to prove to yourself here. You have something that you need to prove to yourself. And whatever it is that you're holding on to is quality. Like I said, you're good at it. Whatever it is, you're good at it. You're looking for some type of difference. Like you need some type of change. With this death card, you're like, yo, something's gotta give. Like life is starting to feel a little dull for you because you're not tapping into this energy. But if you do what I said, if you just go ahead and do it, try, keep at it, especially with this Eight of Pentacles, like keep working, keep working. It's supposed to be a process. It's supposed to be a journey. Sometimes people want to put in a days of work and be crowned a goat by the next day. Like, how come I haven't mastered it yet? Like, because you have to put time in. And that's where the beauty comes in. The beauty comes from the time. What have you done over time? What have you accumulated? You want to be able to look back and be like, wow, that was my starting point, and this is where I am now. I've grown. That's the beauty in it. The beauty is in the present, in the now, not in the future, not in the accolades. And you're probably thinking that because of you see other people's journeys. Like, wow, I want to be there one day. I want to get the humanitarian award. I want to be crowned XYZ. And it's great to experience those things, to have that type of inspiration. But when it comes to your own journey and what it is that you have to do, you have to focus your eyes on your own paper. This is your test. Okay, so it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. All that matters is you. But they are giving you a heads up, though. If you do not tap back into this, you may be really, really sad in the long run. Because what you don't want is to look back 20 years from now and be like, dang, even if I started at that moment, I still would have been good. I would have been great. It's never too late. Usually we just psych ourselves out and tell ourselves that, but it's never too late. Actually, I'm totally lying because they're telling you that it's almost too late. Take back what I said. It's never too late in the sense that you can always tap back in, but what you want to do. This energy, your childlike, whatever, that'll always be here for as long as you're alive. But what you don't want to do is mourn the situation. That's what I'm talking about. That's where the too late will tap in. You will be upset. Okay, you can know if your love was drawing, you can always, for as long as you have a hand that works and some paper and something, a coloring utensil or a drawing utensil, whatever. Of course, you can absolutely draw. To the day you get out of here. For as long as you're here, you can do that. However, if there's a time in your life where God's like, okay, well, everything is aligned right now for you to become the next whatever, Basquiat. But everything is aligned for you right now. That's where you go ahead and be like, okay, I need to take action because I need to strike while the iron's hot. Versus you waiting until you're 90 and you're just drawing on your front porch because it's a nice day outside, which is still very fulfilling. However, you're going to mourn the fact that, wow, now I'm just over here. Like I was drawing regardless. Now I'm drawing on my porch. I should have been drawing and putting in the work before. Either way, I was going to draw. I should have applied myself more. You don't want to mourn yourself in the process later on. So that's where the heads up is coming from, okay? They're warning you that you're going to get down on yourself if you do not take action right now. So the childlike energy, yeah, it'll always be there, but there's a certain spark about it. And you got to strike while the iron's hot. So you can do something with that spark. We're supposed to. Whatever our gift is, because you're good at it. Let's not forget, whatever it is, you're good at it. If I can give you a little compliment, I'm seeing that you're really great at it. But whatever it is, this is God's gift to us, and it's supposed to be our gift to the world. So we're not supposed to hold on to it. So like I said, you may be doing this from the comfort of your home. No one might even know you have this skill or talent. But if it keeps burning at you like this, and plus if you're really good at it, then maybe you should tap into that a little more. Go ahead and explore that. There's something in there for you. Let's get some clarifiers, and I'm gonna close with another oracle deck because I got another one. Okay. Six of Cups. Excuse me. Didn't I say that? I was like, I'm so surprised this card is not the Six of Cups. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see it in the next deck. And what is the first card that came out? The Six of Cups. I knew it. I knew it. Definitely childlike energy. This is something of your past that you hold dear to you. Aw, you're really, really good at it. And it makes you feel so alive. It has all your attention. Please do something about it. Oh, it has all your attention. This Three of Swords, you're feeling a little down about it too. Like, you ever you ever been that kid that's on punishment or grounded or something, and you're inside the house looking outside the window watching all the kids play, and you know damn well you can't because you messed up? That's you. It's like you're looking outside the window and watching everybody play outside, but you're on punishment, but you're putting yourself on punishment. But you're stuck inside this like box, this limitation, and you're not out there enjoying yourself too. It's making you feel left out. It's making you feel like you lost out. Like the time is gone. The time has passed. And a lot of time has passed, and you have been neglecting it, yes. But it's not too late. It's not too late. So don't let this Three of Swords, don't let these disappointments douse the flame. Don't let it talk you out of it so much that you just say no. You can't write it off. It's not the time to write it off. It's actually never the time to write it off. Even if you're 90 and you haven't tapped into it, go outside on that porch and draw that picture. Because you're supposed to. Because you're supposed to. It fuels you. You're supposed to do what fuels us. Screw societal standards. Who cares about that? I don't care what everybody else is doing. What is my soul telling me to do? And you have to respond to that. And when you respond to it, it's going to come with a check. I was telling my friend this the other day. Yep, I don't even got to elaborate on those cards. I was telling my friend this the other day. I was saying how I was doing something specifically, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm really good at it. And it's not even about the money. It has nothing to do with the money. However, I'm working it in terms of monetization because our gift to us is the gift we give to the world. There's something about this that I'm supposed to be giving others, but also there's a promise in that. When you fulfill your purpose and your duty, when you go ahead and share that gift, because the more we have to give, right? And if I'm that freaking good at this, then I can give it away. But when you go ahead and fulfill that, God's like, okay, bet. Here's a little money, and not only money, but here's some support, here's tribe, here's all these resources and things that can support you, help you, and grow what it is that you're doing because you're answering the call. You're supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be doing that. So even if you don't do it for money, you best believe if you're doing it and God literally really needs you to do it, you're going to do it in a way that you have no issue. So if it's money that you need, money is going to be attached to that. If it's resources that you need, resources are going to be attached to that. Connections, whatever it is that you need, that is going to be attached to you fulfilling whatever it is that duty was that God bestowed upon your intuition. You going ahead and saying, God, I'm going to do it, is going to come with a pentacle or 2 or 10. Okay? It's going to come with $1. It's okay if you don't want to do it for the money. It's okay if you're just following your intuition. It's okay if you are doing it for the money. But let your intuition be your guide, okay? Make sure that you have intention on doing it. Don't do it for the money and solely that. No. But if you know that you're good at it, and one of the reasons that you weren't putting it out there is because you were being a little modest, screw that. Screw that. You're good at it. Who cares if you're going to monetize fast off of it? It's not showing off. It's not that you're supposed to do that. And I'm probably talking to somebody who has a little financial blockages too. And one of the reasons why is because you're not just going ahead. You're not going ahead and doing what you need to do. There's some type of halt there. You're telling yourself, nah, no, it's too late. Not right now. Maybe later. Yeah. But it keeps burning at you. But it keeps coming back in your head, and that's all you keep thinking about. No, maybe not later. Maybe now. Maybe now-ish. Okay, this is the Cosmic Energy Oracle cards, and I just wanted to go ahead and pull maybe three. We're going to go ahead and end with these cards as some type of like advice moving forward. Like what exactly does the universe have to say to you right now, and what should you take from this message as we go forth? Which I'm pretty sure you guys could put the message together. I think we covered it, but this will just pretty much be clarifiers. Determination. Face challenges with determination. You can achieve everything. Universal wisdom. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. They're saying tap in, y'all. Acceptance. Accept others and yourself. Welcome new opportunities. Excuse my daughter. But okay, yeah, so with these cards over here, they're basically saying like you need to know that you are well qualified. You're well qualified. If this is coming to your door, if this won't leave you alone, if there's an energy about it, then there's a calling for you. There's a space for you. There's a seat reserved with just your name on it. And all it takes is for you to keep going with this determination card. Okay, you have all the wisdom that you need bestowed inside of you. Your intuition is telling you, okay, it's burning inside of you. Something is telling you to keep going. Keep going. But when you tap out of it a little bit, when you let go, then you lose it. If you don't use it, you lose it. So if you haven't been tapping into it, of course it's going to feel like, maybe it's not the right path for me. Maybe this isn't for me. And that's because you haven't been in that energy enough. You've been out of the loop. Put yourself back in the loop and get out there again. I was about to go in and say something else, but I think that's it. I think we're going to close it there. All right. Yep. All right. So that's what I have for you guys. Love y'all. Bye.